The Democratic Republic of Congo is located in Central Africa and home to over 72.6 million people. Like most African countries, the Democratic Republic of Congo has experienced extreme internal instability since its independence in 1960. Since the 90s, the Democratic Republic of Congo has been savagely torn apart by civil wars and mutinous rebels. These wars and ethnic conflicts have been brutal on not only the people of the DRC, but also have callously affected the economy, health, and education. During this program, we plan to address ways to improve Congo's position on these current issues. Firstly, the economy. The Democratic Republic of Congo has a GDP of 17.7 billion US dollars. Agriculture contributes 44.2%, services 33.1%, and industry 22.7%. To further and better the economy, the country needs to industrialize. They need to begin to use modern technology that enhances these sectors, contributing to the GDP, and their main focus should be agriculture.
Because the economy of the DRC is largely centered around agriculture, the majority of the population are farmers. The lack of modern technology affects the amount of output laborers produce, as well as the amount of land that is being used. Approximately 3.5% of total land in the country is being used for agriculture, and being that the agriculture is a major portion of the economy's GDP, this is a huge problem. A lot of the land that could potentially be used for agriculture is covered by forests. To turn their economy around, money should be devoted to the likes of agriculture and providing the country with modern farming technology and creating more farming land for greater output through deforestation. With the creation of modern irrigation systems in the rural areas, this would provide more fertile soil, healthier crops, and fresh water to the country's citizens. The improvement of agriculture would not only create more jobs and be profitable for laborers and the country, it would also create lower rates of malnutrition and increase the amount of food available to the people in the country. The Democratic Republic of Congo could potentially cut back on the amount of money that they spend on food exports because they would be producing enough food to feed themselves and the citizens.
In regards to education, the Democratic Republic of Congo has a significant portion of the youth population going to school. However, there is a severe decline in participation of both sexes around the age of 14. To combat this problem, we propose to build schools and fund education programs in rural areas to allow children to continue their education, or to attain an educational opportunity that was not afforded to them before. To ensure that the youth of the DRC continue their education, we will provide incentives to the children and their families. One incentive program that we plan to install in the Democratic Republic of Congo is offering free meals as well as free education. Because of the scarcity of nutrition in certain rural areas, the free meals will influence parents to be more likely to send their children to school. Another facet of the education system in which we hope to improve is educating the population in the form of specialty schools. To accomplish this task, we are intending to establish specialty schools that focus on agricultural, mining, and other technical skills. These schools will educate the population in proper techniques in regards to agriculture. These programs will promote efficiency as well as proper land care. With an improved education system, the citizens of the Democratic Republic of Congo can become more self-sufficient when it comes to the economy and country as a whole.
Improvement in the health sector of the Democratic Republic of Congo is needed as well. One specific area that needs to be addressed is the incredibly high malnutrition rate of 43% of children under 5 in the DRC. The threshold for acute malnutrition, which is the most severe malnutrition, is at 15% and is one of the highest in the world. Currently, the DRC has a total fertility rate over 6 and a maternal mortality rate of 1,100 per 100,000 live births. To decrease these statistics, the answer is directly related to education. The DRC requires more trained healthcare personnel, especially midwives, in order to reduce maternal and infant deaths. One issue that contributes to the deplorable health conditions is the few clinics available to the rural population. One proposal is to construct health clinics in the rural areas. The rural population has a total fertility rate of 7, with the highest rates in the provinces Kasai Oriental and Kasai Occidental. In addition to establishing clinics, a system of sending severe cases to an extensive hospital that is available to rural areas is necessary as well to improve the health in the DRC. One vital step that is imperative to decreasing the total fertility rate would be proper education about contraceptives and birth control programs. By lowering the fertility rate, the maternal mortality rate will decline as well because of less births. Additionally, contraceptives lower the rate of transmissions of HIV. Currently, the DRC has not faced the full force of the HIV epidemic, but the chances are high with a significant amount of rape occurring in the country. Preventing the spread of HIV and AIDS will increase the quality of life in the DRC, as well as eliminate the possibility of the population facing another challenge. If awarded the $10 billion, we would distribute the funds the following way: 50% towards the economy, 30% towards the health sector, and 20% for the education of the country. Within the economy sector, we plan on using $5 billion to focus on improving the irrigation system, using $2.5 billion, and improving modern technology with $1 billion. We also plan on hiring foreign aid and taking part in minor deforestation with the rest. As far as the $3 billion designated for the health sector, we intend to spend $1.5 billion on construction of clinics in the rural areas, $1 billion in construction and improvement of hospitals in urban areas, and $500 million on contraceptive programs. Lastly, with distributing the $2 billion for education system, we plan on spending $750 million on both specialty schools and school construction, and the last $500 million on incentive programs for the children. Congo is in dire need of saving. Please consider our proposal and help us make the necessary step in developing this nation.